Britain's economic future hangs in the balance, with the Office for Budget Responsibility, OBR, delaying its crucial employment forecast until the end of October. This delay adds to the uncertainty surrounding the government's economic policies and their impact on the workforce. The previously anticipated report was expected to shed light on the employment prospects of individuals affected by the now-scrapped disability benefit restrictions implemented by the previous administration. The OBR's earlier projections suggested a meager 3% employment rate amongst those impacted by the controversial cuts, a stark statistic highlighting the potential societal and economic ramifications of such policies. Subscribe to First Edition for in-depth analysis and the latest updates on this developing story. The government's handling of this situation raises serious questions about transparency and accountability. Whispers of deliberate avoidance of public consultations and the preferential use of primary legislation are circulating, prompting accusations of a calculated strategy to minimize the risk of legal challenges. This tactic appears to be a direct response to the recent judicial review that deemed the last government's consultation on disability benefit cuts unlawful. The ruling, a significant legal setback, underscored the crucial need for inclusive and transparent policymaking. This strategic shift towards primary legislation, bypassing the vital input of affected individuals and communities, raises significant concerns about the fairness and effectiveness of the government's approach. Victoria Pog von Strandman, legal director of the Public Law Project, a key player in the successful judicial review, emphasizes the critical role of parliamentary scrutiny. Parliamentarians must ensure they properly scrutinize the details of any draft bill, she stated, highlighting the inadequacy of a process devoid of public consultation. The Public Law Project's involvement underscores the importance of holding the government accountable for its actions and ensuring that the voices of vulnerable populations are heard. Strandman further argues that a comprehensive consultation, actively seeking the perspectives of deaf and disabled individuals directly impacted by these policies, is paramount for effective parliamentary scrutiny. Without such engagement, MPs are hampered in their ability to fully understand the consequences of proposed legislation and represent the needs of their constituents. The lack of transparency and the apparent attempt to circumvent public engagement raise serious concerns about the government's commitment to inclusive policymaking and its disregard for the rights of vulnerable groups. The delayed OBR report further compounds this anxiety, leaving the nation awaiting crucial economic data amidst a climate of uncertainty and unanswered questions. The government's actions invite scrutiny and raise profound questions about its priorities and its commitment to open and accountable governance. The lack of a robust consultation process fundamentally undermines the democratic process and leaves the most vulnerable members of society facing an uncertain future. Stay informed with First Edition for ongoing coverage of this crucial story and its implications for Britain's future. The lack of transparency and the potential for undermining the rights of disabled individuals demand rigorous scrutiny from both the public and Parliament. The fight for fair and inclusive policies continues, and the delay of the OBR report serves only to amplify the urgency of the situation. Subscribe now to stay updated on the latest developments.